everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm the Fun Size Reader, and today I wanted to bring you a reading vlog about something that I think is really important to talk about when it comes to reading. DNFs. What is a DNF? When I was very new to this Bookstagram, BookTube, and now BookTok community, I'm still trying to get some of the abbreviations. So for anything that I use that you may not know what I'm talking about, if I don't explain it in the video, just leave me a comment and I'll try to explain it. But what is a DNF? A DNF means I did not finish. So you'll hear a lot of people in the book community talk about DNFing a book, DNFing a series, DNFing anything, okay? Which means I just didn't finish it. There's been a lot of chatter about DNFs or, other acronyms that you could use to describe it. And so I kind of wanted to talk about things that make me DNF a book, or why I DNF a book, and why it's kind of important for us to DNF a book, or what does DNFing a book mean for you as a reader? First off, I will say I DNF books, you guys. I DNF books. I DNF series. There are too many books out in the world being published, currently published way long ago, for us to read things that we're just not vibing with. And it's okay. When I was early on in my Bookstagram, BookTube experience, I was kind of afraid to DNF a book. And I don't think afraid is the right word, but I didn't want to. I felt obligated to finish it. I felt obligated to see if it got better, or see if I liked it more, or whatever. You don't have to do that. DNFing is okay. I feel like a lot of people feel obligated if they pay for a book, that they have to finish it. And that's why a lot of people kind of steer towards library books or ebooks that are cheaper, things like that, because they're worried about DNFing. Not every book is made for every reader. There will be things that are in books, or ways that certain authors write, or plot lines, or too long books, too short, but there's so many things that can cause you to DNF a book. But I think the biggest thing that I want to come across in this video is whatever your reason for DNFing is okay, is valid. It's completely valid for you to DNF a book or a series or whatever for whatever reasons that you have. Now, that being said, I do not think that if I choose to DNF a book for my own reasons, that I should go start shaming other people who continue to read it. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that mentality. I don't agree with that behavior, but that's just me. I would not do that. I do not believe that if I DNF a book or a series, that everybody else should DNF it also. That's just me personally. Everybody has different book tastes, different author tastes, different writing style tastes, different plotline tastes, different genre tastes, different everything. And if something isn't vibing with you, it's okay to say, I don't want to finish this. Or, man, I've read 3 books out of the series, but now I've gotten to this 4th one and I just don't want to continue with it. That's okay. That's okay. You shouldn't feel guilty. You shouldn't feel like you have to finish the series. It's your time. Remember, we do this for fun, for our time, for our escape, for our whatever insert reason here. And so if you're trying to force yourself to do something or read something that you don't like, why? That's not adding to your enjoyment and your pleasure and your hobby and whatever. DNF. It's okay. The caveat to this, I saw a tweet recently and I read it and I was like, yes, this, yes, yes. If you find yourself getting into a book or starting a new book, because I will tell you guys, the hardest part for me is picking a new book to start, especially when I just ended one that I really loved. I'm like, how can anything just hold up to what I just experienced, right? So I will be the first one to say picking a new book to start is hard, okay? But if you are finding yourself DNFing a lot after only a few pages, after a few chapters, and you're just like, oh no, like I don't like this, that's not a DNF, okay? That's not a DNF, at least in my opinion. If you find yourself doing that, and you don't know this about yourself already, I'm going to enlighten you. You are a mood reader, okay? You're a mood reader. If you pick up a book and you're like, I'm not vibing with it. I don't know why I don't like it. I don't know why I didn't start it and finish it as soon as like I did the last book I read. You're a mood reader, my friend. Welcome to the club. If you are a mood reader and you find yourself doing that, that's not a DNF. And I would like to start using the term NRN. It's a not right now. My mood is not in the mood for this or this style, or it didn't grab me, because that's not what my brain and my heart and my soul and my reading mind need right now. Doesn't mean you didn't like it. Doesn't mean you won't come back to it way later. Doesn't mean you won't come back to it after you finish something else. It's not a DNF. It's a not right now. And I think making that justification and differentiation is very important, because it happens to a lot of us. If you find yourself doing it, welcome to the Mood Reading Club. So like I said, DNFs, I feel like, are something that is really important to talk about. They're really, really heavily discussed on Book Talk, on BookTube, on Bookstagram right now, especially with a lot of releases that are coming out recently. In my opinion, if you want to DNF a book, DNF it. If you want to not right now a book, not right now it. Mood read something else. But I don't think that DNFing for my own personal reasons, whatever they may be, should affect if other people choose to continue to read the series or not. I am here to give you my opinion. I'm here to tell you what I think of a book. So I sometimes will force myself to read a book and finish it just because I feel like I need to give you that opinion. That's what I do here. That's the whole point of me recording these videos for you, is to tell you what I think of a book, so that you don't necessarily have to DNF it unless you choose to. Like, you don't have to get into it unless you choose to. I'm not saying listen to everything that I say. I'm not saying that my opinion is end all be all. I'm not saying that if I said I don't like a book, you shouldn't read it. That's not at all what I'm saying. What I'm saying is sometimes I will force myself not to DNF just to be able to give you my feedback. I guess the moral of my reading vlog is that we all have different life experiences and book taste and everything that affects how we like or dislike something. What somebody's favorite book may be could be somebody's most hated book. But that doesn't mean that either opinion is wrong. It means that's your opinion based on your likes and your experience, your depth of reading experience. That should be taken into consideration when you're listening to someone say, oh, I DNF'd that. But I will never tell you that you should DNF a book or a series. I will tell you if I did. I will never tell you that you should. And I will tell you that it is okay to do it. I know there's guilt. I know there's that worry that you're wasting money. I know all of those feelings. I've been there. I have been there. I will never tell you to do it unless you feel it, like you feel that you need to. I will never judge you for it. I will never shame you for it. But I do think it is something that we all should be a little bit more aware of, is there's way too many good books out there that connect with us, that click with us, that we will love, to not DNF ones that we're not vibing with. It's nothing bad to say against the author or the publisher or anything like that. It's just not for us, and that's okay. Well, I'm gonna go read now. This was a random reading vlog, but I feel like it was just on my mind. So I wanted to tell you guys and talk to you guys about it. I'd be curious. I don't want to start this as like, this isn't at all a negative thread, but like, tell me in the comments a book that you've DNF'd. I don't need to know why. Like, but I'm always just curious if I had the same feelings as people, or if there's some that people loved that I didn't. You know, I'm always just curious. So it's okay to do. Curious to know what books you guys have DNF'd or series. But don't forget, not right now is a thing. Follow your mood, fellow mood readers. Thanks for chatting with me today in this really random reading vlog. Don't forget, you can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at The Fun Size Reader. See you guys next time.